wait a minute. You have one-itis for a woman that disrespected you, lied to you, deceived you, and enjoys spending time with another man? Bro, you got bigger problems, and one-itis is not one of them. Notch count, how many men has she been with, and how does she describe it? If a woman says, I've only had 4 boyfriends, that doesn't mean she's only been with 4 guys.
Great ass!
Another thing you should care about is her medicine cabinet. What is in her medicine cabinet? Is it filled with antidepressants and psychotropic medications? I made that mistake once, and I paid for it dearly. I love this line by my friend Rich Cooper. He says, unless she supports your mission and complements your life, all women should be kept at arm's length. Do not invite problem women into your life. You have enough to deal with as a man in today's crazy world. And that I agree with. The minute you show weakness to your wife, she's fucking gone. After 3 or 4 dicks, which is all women now, they lose their ability to bond. That is not a lie. That is not a myth. That's not something that some manosphere weirdo made up. And that's backed up by the divorce rate and failing marriages and the cheating rate.
Great ass!
Think about this. 85% of all affairs happen in the workplace.
Great ass!
So one of the reasons why men go lower is the same reason why you want a car with low miles.
Great ass!
So nothing triggers a woman more than hearing the phrase half plus 7.
Great ass!
Like for my age, the youngest that I could go would be 38, 39, 40.
Great ass!
And somebody got triggered on that with a private message, but that's the way it is. A man's social value and choosing power increases as he gets older. A woman's decreases, and she secretly knows it. Hence, all of the stuff that women do to themselves to make them look younger and more attractive to men. The Botox, the chemical peels, the obsession with a beach body, hormonal birth control. It's all a losing game, women. The highest and best use of your body is to make babies. Your bodies were made to make and feed babies. The second use of your body is pleasure and to please your husband. Now, when it comes to grass is greener syndrome, women are children. Women are children when it comes to that. They are the first ones to succumb to shiny object syndrome. What is the other shiny object? A thicker wallet, a younger, more handsome man, more status, more influence, better vacations. I have had women predatorially, is that the right word? Female predators, predatorial behavior, seek me out to want to do something in my life, sexy, pretty, thinking I'm stupid, thinking I'm dumb, thinking I'm a typical guy, and that they're going to be part of my life and just come along for the ride. The green grass syndrome is real. Women dump men all the time because of green grass syndrome. They thought they could do better. Let them. Give them exactly what they want. If you don't take this advice, and some of you in the comments are going to agree with me on this, if you don't take my advice on this one, she will never be yours. It will be only your turn. And I'm not being black-pilled about it, but the reality is only a husband should be unlocking his wife's potential. 58% of employees in a 2019 survey have had a romantic relationship with a coworker. So more than half the people you work with are banging half the people you work with. 28% of respondents believe that all office relationships are fair game. Great. Isn't that great? You got a career woman? Guess what? There's men at your woman's work that want to bang her and are constantly trying to warm her up a little bit and be nice. And you know what? On the day that you guys had a disagreement, there's going to be a guy that just makes her feel good about herself. In my more wilder days, my undisciplined days, my flesh and pleasure-seeking days, I spent a lot of time with separated and married women. Women that are leaving their husbands. and I have stories to tell. I've spent a lot of time with freshly broken up women, some of the best sex of my life, and I have fully repented of that foolishness and that sinful life. But in their heart of hearts, and I say this is an empirical study over a period of years, not just a study, it's been my experience. In their heart of hearts, they wish they could go back to their OG and fix what went wrong. Because the fun guys that just pounded the pussy for a few weeks or a few months are just getting ready to pound another pussy. Unless there was hardcore physical abuse or drug abuse, most women wish and have expressed to me, I'm telling you, I've had naked women in my bed express to me that they wish they could have saved their marriage. Ladies, go back to your OG, your original guy, the original gangsta in your life. It's better to work things out with him than to try to start something new. Because all relationships start with a sexual fling. They all do. They don't start with poetry and coffee. They start with some guy making you limp for 2 days. I'm keeping it real since no one else is. Emotional affairs are the most common type of infidelity at work. 41% of employees are not even aware of company policies about workplace romance. Only 16% of romantically involved coworkers have told others about their relationship. Yeah, but it's pretty darn visible too. You can also see that. And 17% of workplace relationships have started at social gatherings and on business trips. Gentlemen, if your woman travels for work, she has gotten fucked. Take my word for it. And you thought you got your Sunday veil-wearing Catholic Orthodox Christian girl with long, beautiful hair, modest sundress and sandals. You talked homesteading, chickens and goats and gardens, Sunday dinners and vacations, and how you're going to spend holidays. And then after you think that you trained her and you were sure that she would follow your lead, that pre-programmed defect pops out. Those red flags that are invisible in the very beginning that she tries really hard to suppress. And they pop out when you least expect it. And you think you did all the right things. Bro, you actually did do all the right things. You are not the problem, my brother. One thing you didn't do right was to try to turn a modern woman into a 1955 housewife.